Life after 70 isn't always what people imagine. Many picture these years as a calm, peaceful stage of life. But the truth is, they often come with tough realities that catch people off guard. Every year after 70 feels more precious, but also more complicated. Your body starts sending signals that can't be ignored anymore. The way you live changes in ways you might not expect. Some people in their 70s still carry themselves with surprising strength and purpose. Others begin to slow down, struggling with fatigue, memory lapses, or sudden health scares. The difference between these two groups often comes down to harsh realities that most people don't talk about openly. In this video, we're going to uncover 8 brutal realities of life after 70. These aren't meant to scare you, but to help you prepare with wisdom and strength. When you understand these truths, you can take steps to hold on to independence, dignity, and peace of mind. Stay with me until the end, because the final reality is the one most people never see coming, yet it shapes everything about how your later years are lived. Number 1. Hearing and vision changes. One of the first brutal realities after 70 is the gradual fading of your senses. Sounds that were once crystal clear begin to blur. Voices in a crowded room start melting together. Reading a recipe, a medication label, or even a road sign at night can feel harder than before. This isn't your fault, it's simply the natural wear on delicate systems that have served you faithfully for decades. But the impact is bigger than most expect. When you can't hear well, conversations become exhausting, and you start avoiding them. When you can't see clearly, you hesitate to drive, go out at night, or even handle everyday chores with confidence. Take Alice, a 79-year-old who loved Bible study and her church choir. As her hearing faded, she stopped going. Not because she didn't care, but because asking people to repeat themselves felt embarrassing. Her world grew smaller, not by choice, but because of her senses. The good news? Practical steps can make a huge difference. Regular eye exams, brighter lighting at home, large print labels, and high-contrast markings on stairs can reduce strain and prevent accidents. Hearing checks, captioning on TV, and modern hearing aids can reopen doors you thought were closed. Tools like pocket magnifiers, louder telephones, or doorbells that flash can restore confidence piece by piece. Protecting your senses isn't just about comfort, it's about protecting your safety, your independence, and the conversations that keep life meaningful. Number 2. Changing family dynamics. Another tough reality after 70 is how family relationships shift. The roles you once held, the caregiver, the decision-maker, the provider, begin to change. Children who once leaned on you may now try to manage your decisions. Grandkids grow up fast and get busy with their own lives. Even holiday gatherings that used to be big and lively may shrink or fade as families spread out. For someone like Helen, 81, the hardest part was realizing her kids were more focused on their own careers and health issues than on the weekly dinners she used to host. She knew it wasn't neglect, it was life, but the absence still left her feeling forgotten. These changes can be bittersweet. On one hand, you feel proud your family is independent and thriving. On the other, you feel lonely as your role shifts. The truth is, family bonds don't disappear, but they do evolve. Adapting takes courage, but it also opens new doors, like video calls, short visits, or mentoring younger relatives. Writing down your family stories or simply being the steady encourager can give you a new role that matters deeply. Number 3. Declining health. After 70, health challenges become harder to ignore. Chronic conditions like high blood pressure, arthritis, diabetes, or heart disease replace the occasional aches you once brushed off. Tasks as simple as climbing stairs or carrying groceries may leave you winded. George, who turned 82, always saw himself as strong. He loved gardening, shoveling snow, and long walks. But after a sudden case of pneumonia, he realized just how fragile his body had become. Even pulling weeds now leaves him drained. The hardest part isn't just illness, it's unpredictability. One day you feel steady, the next day you're wiped out. That uncertainty can create fear. But declining health doesn't mean giving up. Doctors say small, consistent habits, gentle exercise, balanced meals, regular checkups, can help slow decline. You may not get back the body you had at 40, but you can protect the strength you still have. Number 4, financial strain. Money takes on a whole new meaning after 70. For many, the paycheck has stopped, and you're relying on savings, social security, or pensions. What once felt like enough can shrink quickly under medical costs, housing, and inflation. Linda, a 76-year-old widow, had worked hard, saved well, and owned her home outright. But when she was diagnosed with diabetes, the costs of medications, doctor visits, and special foods began draining her savings faster than she imagined. What once felt secure now felt fragile. Many seniors wrestle with painful choices: cut back on groceries, skip heat in the winter, dip into savings, or hold back for emergencies. The emotional stress can be as heavy as the financial stress. But with guidance, there are solutions: government assistance programs, senior discounts, or financial planners who specialize in retirement. Knowing where you stand and making small adjustments can stretch your resources, giving you the peace of mind to focus on what really matters: family, daily joy, and dignity. Number 5. Physical limitations. After 70, your body doesn't always cooperate. Tasks like bending to tie your shoes, carrying a laundry basket, or climbing stairs may suddenly feel like major challenges. Muscle strength declines, joints stiffen, and balance becomes more fragile, raising the risk of falls. Frank, 82, once took pride in mowing his lawn and fixing things around the house. These days, the lawn mower feels too heavy, and the ladder feels too risky. He hates asking for help because he fears becoming a burden. This frustration is common, but it doesn't mean surrender. Gentle exercise like chair yoga, water aerobics, or resistance bands can maintain mobility and reduce pain. Mobility aids like walkers or supportive shoes can keep you safe without taking away independence. Recognizing limits isn't weakness, it's adapting smartly so you can keep living with confidence. Number 6, loneliness and isolation. One of the most painful realities after 70 is loneliness. Friends pass away, families get busier, and social circles shrink. Long days can feel empty when there's no one to share meals or stories with. Martha, 78, once hosted family dinners every Sunday. Now, her kids rarely call, and visits are far apart. Her afternoons are filled with TV, but the silence feels heavy. Loneliness isn't just emotional, it's physical. Studies show isolation raises the risk of depression, memory problems, and even heart disease. But there are ways to fight back. Senior centers, church groups, volunteering, or even learning Zoom or FaceTime can keep connections alive. Small habits, like greeting neighbors on a walk, can help rebuild community and warmth. Number 7, loss of independence. Perhaps the hardest truth is losing independence. The freedom to drive, cook, or manage daily tasks begins to slip. For many, this loss feels not just physical, but deeply personal, because independence is tied to dignity. Linda, a 78-year-old widow, prided herself on doing everything alone. But after a kitchen fall left her with a broken wrist, she couldn't cook or clean for weeks. Her daughter had to buy groceries, and a neighbor drove her to appointments. She felt embarrassed, even though it wasn't her fault. The key isn't fighting every change, it's planning ahead. Meal delivery, rideshare apps, household help, or technology that manages bills and reminders can help redefine independence. It may look different after 70, but it doesn't vanish, it simply adapts. Number 8, loss of purpose. Finally, one reality that many never see coming: loss of purpose. When careers end, kids move out, and roles shift, many seniors ask, what now? Margaret, 77, retired from teaching and suddenly missed the applause, the chatter, the daily sense of being needed. Without it, her days felt empty. This lack of purpose can lead to depression and even cognitive decline. But purpose isn't reserved for youth. You can find it in volunteering, mentoring, creating art, gardening, or simply being the anchor your family looks up to. Studies show seniors with a sense of purpose live longer and healthier lives. Final thoughts. Life after 70 comes with brutal realities: declining health, shrinking social circles, financial worries, physical limitations, loneliness, and shifting family roles. But facing these truths isn't about giving up. It's about taking back control. Each challenge carries an invitation to protect your health, nurture relationships, manage resources wisely, ask for help when needed, and discover new meaning. Aging isn't punishment, it's a privilege. And when faced with courage, life after 70 can still be full of joy, dignity, and purpose. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today, and how you plan to use it in your own life. Your thoughts mean a lot to us. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating content to inform and inspire you.